powered by, you know, of course, being a business owner, having a bank, but now to turn your brand or your product or your business into a bank in itself is just very powerful.
Okay. All right. So we had a little snafu here. It did not go live for the first couple of minutes. So I'm going to reintroduce you one more time. Okay, so again, man, this is the Crypto King, man, Jared Arms, CEO at Kyler.io, man. He's here to talk all things cryptocurrency, tell you why you should do it, break it down for the layman, as they say. You know, just a person who just has no idea about it, like myself. That's basically what we've been talking about for the first couple minutes here. People who are watching this later, they'll be able to catch that, but we are live now streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So everybody checking this out. So I'm going to have Jared break down, just give me one more time. Just give me cryptocurrency, just for someone who doesn't know. Hey man, what is cryptocurrency? Just give it to me one more time.
Yeah. So it's a new digital currency that people can use to send each other currency without going through any traditional third party. So you don't need any bank technologies, any federal technologies. You can just transact with each other. And you can think about it like back in the day, you probably had to purchase a camera, a Polaroid, or hire a photographer to snap a moment. Now you can just do it yourself with your phone. So now you can do your own banking with blockchain technology.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm glad you did that, man. Sorry about that. Had a little problem, man. So at least you got to give it to him again, man. I like to hear it multiple times anyways, man. You know, iron it in the brain. So now I've heard a little bit about the whole crypto thing. Let everybody know I've heard it's not an overnight thing. So you can't, it's not nothing you're gonna like, you know, put some money in and then like the next day or the next week it's gonna be popping. Can you kind of explain like I guess the turnover?
Yeah. So similar to using I would say regular money, you can do three things with cryptocurrency. You can spend it, you can invest it, or you can save it. So when you're talking about investing, it's definitely not an overnight thing, depending on like who you're working with. Well, usually it takes either way, sometimes maybe 6 months, and then traditionally up to a year plus, depending on what the company has in mind. But just in regards to spending and saving, those things can be done instantaneously. So you can invest your, like say for a dispensary, for an example, who can put their cash in the bank. They can turn their cash into cryptocurrency and save it instantly and move it off of a live exchange by having it like on a hardware wallet. So yeah, it's different things. But as far as investing and stuff like that, yeah, it's always a risk and a reward. But they can also save it and spend it aside from only investing in the cryptocurrency too.
Okay, so a lot of people think too, like you got to have a lot of money to begin your investing. Do you want to talk about that? Like if someone say, hey man, how much do I need to just get in the game, get started? Like what would you tell them?
Yeah. Well, they can go on Cash App and start with a very small investment for starting it off like $1 or $5. So they can give it a test right there. But normally I would recommend people anywhere from 500 to 1,000 just getting started. But you can definitely start with something small like $1 or $5, and that can grow. I had a lot of people put in 10, 20 bucks and it just grew over time and things like that. But just trying to get in the game and get like some type of advantage, I would say 1,000 would be a good start, because you can invest into cryptocurrency, NFTs, smart contracts. It's a list of things on blockchain that you can invest into.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the blockchain.
Cool. Blockchain.
Yeah, go explain that for us.
Yeah, so in short, blockchain is the underlying technology that cryptocurrency sits on. So you could think about cryptocurrency like a bottle of water, and blockchain like the refrigerator is just the base, the container, the foundation. So blockchain is a distributed ledger. That's the shortest definition, just a distributed ledger. And again, you can use blockchain to transact with people using cryptocurrency. You can use blockchain to create smart contracts. You can use blockchain to create a wallet for your for your cryptocurrency. And a lot of people are moving towards this NFT, I guess, boom right now. So a lot of blockchain wallets are being used to not only store cryptocurrency, but now domains, art, collectibles, and things like that. So blockchain definitely has been, it just continues to grow. Ethereum right now, I would say, is like one of the best blockchains for people to use, just in regards to smart contracts and having a platform where you can build, adapt, and have it connected to the decentralized web in a more convenient way than before. So check out Ethereum for you all who may be interested in creating your own application on top of blockchain.
Okay. So what's this new one I've been seeing, man? And correct me if I'm wrong on the pronunciation. Is it Dogecoin?
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Have you heard anything about that? You know anything about that?
Yeah, I think it's a great coin and stuff. They've been out for a couple of years now, but I've been seeing a lot of celebrities and technologists just kind of giving it more attention. So on the back end, it's from a developer and then from an investor standpoint, or just as a tech advisor. I would say from a developer standpoint, they have a limited supply right now. So that's always like a little risk and stuff like that too, with something that has an unlimited supply. But I would actually recommend people to check it out, learn more on YouTube, and invest a few bucks into it, because it's definitely growing. And I do know a few people who invested about 20,000 earlier this year, who are and that 20,000 has grown to $1 million for them as far as a Dogecoin investment, and that's already this year. So yeah, it's a lot of different cryptocurrencies out there, and just in case there are people who are interested in protecting their identity using the .crypto addresses, they can connect their Dogecoin wallet address to their new .crypto domain as well. And those domains are NFTs. So yeah, that's Dogecoin doing pretty good. And when I see them like advancing their technology to be compatible with new technologies such as these domain NFTs, they on point. They just have an unlimited supply, so that'd be something to keep in mind.
Okay, so like you were just talking about, you got some friends that's turned into like $1 million, right? You said. Yeah. So what can you do with that $1 million in Dogecoin? Like, how does that how does that like translate that to like real life? Because I think that's where a lot of people lose it. They're like, oh man, that shit ain't real. Da, da, da. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So I would say with Dogecoin, Bitcoin, with the pretty much the top popular cryptocurrencies right now, I would say to keep it short. Let's say let's say if a person was to invest into a cryptocurrency, they make their returns back, they can cash out and convert their crypto into physical fiat, and then kind of use it how they do in, you know, for day-to-day things, for bills, expenses, maintenance, whatever. And that's the most popular way right now that people are doing, just investing, cashing out. But Bitcoin is being used by more companies than Dogecoin right now, but there are a lot of companies starting to accept Dogecoin. So you can just Google the companies that's accepting these cryptocurrencies. So I'll talk on Bitcoin a little bit more, because people can still invest in Bitcoin starting off for $5 or $10, even though it's over 50,000 right now. So you don't have to convert your cryptocurrency or your profits back into physical fiat. You can use that cryptocurrency at literally over 100,000 companies in America now. Lamborghini is accepting Bitcoin. Pizza Hut is accepting Bitcoin. It's a long list of companies.
You can buy, so you can get food and stuff. Okay. See, that's where you're going to get people. That's where you're going to get a lot of people.
You can buy basketball tickets. The Dallas Mavericks, they accepting Bitcoin and Dogecoin. You can pay for your cell phone bill. Yeah, it's a lot of things you can do with Bitcoin over cryptocurrency, I would say now. So I would really recommend people just to Google the companies in America that are using these cryptocurrencies. And then once they go to, say, their website that's accepting crypto, they can just connect their blockchain wallet and just use the cryptocurrency that's in a wallet, because that's where the future moving towards anyway, just a paperless environment. So that'd be very good to be on point in. Lamborghini not only accept Bitcoin, was the first car company to start accepting Bitcoin. So a lot of companies been on it for some time now. We just catching up.
Okay, so let's talk Collar Coin 2018.
So the Collar Coin in 2018 was our digital currency that we released in St. Louis. We partnered with about 15 investors, and the Collar Coin is a coin where when people are signing up to purchase a product on our service, on our parent website, collar.io, they have to enter something called a Collar Coin ID on the checkout form. And whoever ID that they use, that coin investor or custodian of that coin, gets the residual earning of that transaction. So that was our initial little, I guess, introduction to the Collar Coin. But since then, we've been just moving deeper into these blockchain NFTs. So aside from people being able to only use the Collar Coin to purchase event tickets on our collar.io platform or for an app or a website, we'll be launching literally over 20 platforms this year. But 5 popular ones we have is Las Vegas.c, land.c, water.c, toys.c, and traumasupport.zil. And these platforms, in addition to many more, will all accept the collar coin. So just to say in short, our collar coin will be able to, you'll be able to use our cryptocurrency to buy land, water, with selected partners, be able to renew your lease for your apartment using our cryptocurrency. So we'll be pushing all this stuff up, and I got a lot more domains we'll be pushing too. So that's just a kind of little short with the collar coin.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's what's up, man. So
I'm trying to sleep while I'm in 30 minutes, so I ain't trying to cut it out too short.
Oh no, you're good, bro. You're good, man. This is informative, man. This is good. I haven't had anybody on the podcast like to talk about any of this stuff. So you know what I'm saying. This is good, man. So we're gonna get it in. All right, we're gonna get it in. Listen, man, so we talked NFTs. You spoke about that just a second ago. So let's go ahead again. This is going to be the Cloud Chronicles cryptocurrency for dummies, special edition 101. So that's what we're going to do right here, man. And I'm one of those dummies. So I'm listening, learning, trying to run the show at the same time, man. I'm like, I need to write this down and shit, man. This is good information, man. So at least I got it on tape and I can run it back, man. So yeah, talk to me. Let's the NFTs, man. Break that down.
Yeah. So NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. And I like to give a real quick, simple example before I talk too technical with it. So you could think about an NFT like a basketball ticket. So let's just say if you and I was to purchase a ticket to the LA Lakers game, and you had selected the ticket for row 1, seat A, and since you can't buy a piece of that seat, meaning that it's indivisible in a sense, you either have to get that seat or get the next one or not. So with me, when I want to come on and purchase a basketball ticket, I would have to go on row 1 and get seat B because I can't get seat A, or I can't buy a piece of it. So when you think about any type of asset that's indivisible in a sense, you have to have some type of representation to kind of prove that you own that. So a basketball ticket would kind of represent or identify that you're the owner, or that you leased out this seat, or that you own that asset. So in the tech world, NFT stands for it's a cryptographic representation of a unique or a digital asset. And you can basically use NFTs to tokenize property that you own on the blockchain. And so like domains, for an example, those are things that's indivisible. Only one person can purchase a domain at a time. So we're basically just helping companies learn how they can tokenize their domain as well as their website, and basically turn their domain into an NFT and store it in their blockchain wallet. So you can tokenize a lot of things such as art, collectibles, commodities, bonds. We're just focusing on domains right now just to increase the proof of identity experience.
Okay. And what about so explain, because these are a lot of new words I'm getting here, a lot of new information. So you've combined 2 new words. You got blockchain and domain. Well, not domains in the new word, but blockchain domains. Let's like tell me about that.
Oh yeah, and this is one of my favorite subjects to talk about. So I'm
okay.
Make sure I keep it short because I get a little too passionate about these domains.
I had to reel him in.
But so Ethereum had created this service called ENS, Ethereum Name Service, where basically people can create their own domains on blockchain now without going through third parties. So first, blockchain had decentralized the financial institution, removing a lot of third parties, from small companies from Cash App, PayPal, to larger companies like the Federal Reserve, even to some of our federal banks. Now the next industry that blockchain is decentralizing is the domain name industry and the web hosting industry, or the hosting industry.
Okay.
And they started with domains first. So now you don't have to worry about. In short, real quick, a blockchain domain is an NFT that's stored and controlled by you in your blockchain wallet. The advantage of having a blockchain domain is that there are no custodians, so you don't have to worry about a third party controlling your domain or charging you annual fees like GoDaddy or Wix. You can create a decentralized website with these blockchain domains. So usually you would buy a domain, one product, and then the second product would be a web hosting package. And you would connect the domain to the web hosting package and then pay some company like WordPress or Wix monthly to keep your website up. Now you don't have to do that because you can use new technologies like IPFS, Interplanetary File System, which is a decentralized hosting protocol that people can use. So that is human readable. That's a very big part of these names. So you got a few other ones out there like .eth and .btc, but those are only native to Ethereum or Bitcoin. So with these new .crypto blockchain domains, you can create, for an example, JohnnyBlaze.crypto or the Cloud Chronicles podcast.crypto, and people can connect with that using human readable name. The problem was literally from 09 up until I would say about 2018 when Unstoppable released .crypto. You had to create a alphanumeric address per cryptocurrency. So if you wanted to receive donations, say from my network or something, checking it out, and I had say 500 different donors with 500 different cryptocurrencies, and they'd say, all right, Johnny, we need, you would have to literally send out your address for Bitcoin if someone wants to drop you some Bitcoin, your Ethereum address for Ethereum, your Dogecoin address if you want to receive some Dogecoin, et cetera, et cetera. Now you can have one single human readable name that's multi-wallet supported. And there are a few more things too with these blockchain domains, but in short, they're human readable, no renewal fees. They're multi-wallet supported, and then you can control and store them in your blockchain wallet. So, you know, everybody say, I want cryptocurrency. I want to get this cryptocurrency in my wallet. Well, you also need to get your domain for your business in your wallet as well. So blockchain is definitely being more useful, not for just cryptocurrency, but just for, you know, other things too.
Yeah. Okay. Man, that's somebody. I'm gonna have to rewatch this episode about 3-4 times and take notes. I mean, but it's good information though, man. It is. It's good information though, man. It's good information. So let's talk about proof of identity.
So proof of identity. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So you know, I'm working or have been working a lot with the youth and things like that in St. Louis. So one thing that's important for me is just as an adult, just really making sure that we create a positive and a safe experience with these kids. And I'm like one of them old people persons, hands-on. So this COVID stuff really kind of like, you know, I'm just straight virtual right now, but really I'm just like to be hands-on all in the community, because it's more than just the tech skills in the sense that I'm trying to teach them. But so in short, I want to make sure that these kids can identify these adults who they're working with on blockchain, and having a human readable name just makes me feel more secure when I'm connecting with these children, versus them just sending information from messages to files, anything. It could be grades for a test, information for contact information. Being able to connect with a human readable name on blockchain for the kids out of everything is just why I'm really doing that. And then to a bigger purpose, I'm starting to work with people like in the legal industry too, just a lot of attorneys and lawyers and things like that. And a huge problem right now, unfortunately, is that a lot of criminals are using blockchain and cryptocurrency to do things like host and purchase things like child pornography and all of that crazy junk. So to try to help some of these people in law go after some of these criminals, one thing that we can do at Collar.io is basically on proof of identity, to where anybody that's transacting on our platform has to have some human readable name. And when we start to look at these alphanumeric addresses that's anonymous, it'll just make it easier to it'll make it easier to start focusing on like what are they doing over there? Why are all of these people trying to purchase and transact using anonymous names?
Right.
So you know, I can go on and on and on and on and on, but basically just proof of identity is cool. And lastly, I think it's important is when we're talking about kicking off a global economic revolution for the first time for us as a culture. Realistically, we're not going to send anyone $100,000 or $1 million or $1 billion plus without having some proof of identity of who they are. So
hey, bro, I'm not sending $5. I'm not sending $2. You know what I mean? You talking big money, bro. I'm not sending you $5. I can't send you $2. If I don't know it's real, I need to know. You know what I'm saying?
And that's real talk. Because sometimes even on the smaller level, if I'm trying to drop somebody like a little airdrop of 5 or 10 crypto coins, I get them like a coin or two to make sure that they got it, and then I drop them the little other 8 or 7. So I feel you on that. So yeah, we have to have from just security, from building wealth and all type of stuff. It's just you know, it just makes sense to kind of identify ourselves in a sense. And with these .crypto domains, that's like the first time that you can do so and be compatible on our blockchains.
Right. I know we gonna have the scammers mad after this episode. They're like, man, goddamn it, nigga Jared fucked up the whole game for us, man. We have to go back and get regular jobs now.
Oh yeah, for real. It is a lot of I ain't gonna lie, it is a lot of I would say the majority of people using blockchain right now is the dark web and cartels and stuff like that. So, you know, I got a few little threats and stuff so far like that, but you know, we got to keep pushing because it ain't the blockchain, it's the human condition. That's the problem right now. Like anything you can be used to hurt someone, like a remote down to a firearm. If you misuse, yeah. So it's the people. Blockchain and crypto actually is neutral.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you about the marketplaces.
Yeah. So that's a great thing. So with these .crypto addresses, more platforms are starting to accept these .crypto addresses. So I wanted to just shout out crypto.com, Coinbase Wallet, and Coinbase. Cloudflare just added .crypto to their entire protocol. So these .crypto addresses can be accessed now from any web browser, Chrome, the Mozilla Firefox, Safari, etc. There are over 400,000 .crypto addresses created since 2018. So, you know, the mass adoption is still slow because 400,000 isn't too many in the last few years, but still for these new .crypto domains, it's still, you know, almost 500,000. So a lot of people are jumping on them. And these domains, what's important about this is that you have a lot of companies that's focusing on connecting with like the Fortune 500 companies, but any business out there that has a trademark, it's important to make sure that you protect your domain because unfortunately, these domains can't be controlled or governed by any organization, any law. So just being aggressive and being active on going to protect your .crypto or your .zil, that's something that's very important because more celebrities are starting to get their .crypto domains and things like that. But just in the tech field, you know, 5 of the top popular exchanges are accepting .crypto. You can use .crypto now. And then Chainlink from Twitter has actually created a new blockchain service. So let's just say, Johnny, if someone else was to get Johnny Blaze .crypto and you weren't able to get that first, what you can do something like which I'm sure that's available still, but Johnny Blaze, let's say if you had to get Johnny Blaze official .crypto and add like an extra word to it, what you can do to assure your customers or just your followers that this is actually you. One thing is to get Johnny Blaze official .crypto by having a human readable address, but then verifying your address with your social media so you can connect your Twitter account to your .crypto address. And then when people want to say send you money on Coinbase, they can see Johnny Blaze .crypto, the Bitcoin address attached to that, and then they can also see your username from Twitter. That can only connect once you tweet something out from your Twitter account. So it just makes it you know, more what's that word? More authentic when you can kind of verify these domains, not just with an email or with a post, but with your actual Twitter account.
Okay. So listen, so I didn't want to interrupt you, but go back to the mass adoptions and break that down on what that is, because you know people is like, man, I thought they was talking crypto coin. He talking about adopting babies left and right and shit. What's the mass adoption thing, man? Well, I want to invest money, not spend money with babies, man. So break it down so people know what the mass adoptions are, man.
Yeah. So with the mass adoption, I would say when you think about we probably have about, I'm trying to say this in short real quick. I know we got about 7 minutes. When you think about mass adoption, you can think about people being able to have the freedom to create their own identity, aside from only being able to have an identity based off having a social security number. So this is the first time on blockchain since 2009 where people been able to go on there and create a single human readable address that's multi-wallet supported. And since then, it's literally been over 400,000 addresses been created just in the .crypto. So that's one thing I'm talking about mass adoption. You have a lot of people who are starting to identify themselves on blockchain in ways that they haven't never before. But that's just one part for the users. From the tech companies, you have the companies like crypto.com, Coinbase Wallet, OKC Exchange, Coin Exchange, I'm sorry. You have multiple ones. You can go to unstoppabledomains.com, and on their homepage, they have a long list of applications that's accepting these .crypto. But when I say mass adoption, you have people that starting to create their identity now. You have companies that start to integrate these crypto technologies in these web browsers. At first, literally, I would say like 2-3 years ago, people weren't focusing on things like that. So just like from 2018 up until now, you have a huge, you have a lot of people that starting to adopt these crypto addresses and move towards these NFT domains. In a sense, the powerful part about this is that we never been able to create, like myself, when I want to get jaredarms.com, I have to go to a company like GoDaddy or Network Solutions or something like that. So for any business that's online, you have, millions of companies that have a website. But now for the first time, they have the power to say, you know what, we don't need to go to these banks to get our money, and we don't need to go to these companies like GoDaddy to get our domain, let alone go to a company like WordPress to host our content. So I would say the majority of people that I would say the mass adopters are website owners or business owners who have a website, either that's doing it themselves or that's hiring a tech team. And then after that, it would be just people like on social media, from entertainers to fashion companies that's starting to protect and create their .crypto addresses. And you can go on like a few different websites like OpenSea.io. That's the largest NFT marketplace right now for .crypto domains. So you can go on OpenSea.io just to search to see how many of these domains are out there, and you'll come across a few. You'll come across a lot.
Okay. All right. That's dope, man. All right, because I was confused. When you started talking about mass adoptions, I was like, yeah, I gotta have him break that all the way down. So listen, before I let you get out of here, man, I want to get into the Kyler.io, the future events and classes you guys are holding. Can you tell about that, please?
Oh yeah, so pretty much every month up until December 2021, we'll have events going on from adults for adults down to the youth, K through 12th grade. So you all can visit our website or connect with us on social media, Kyler.io, or the website www.kyler.io. On our homepage, we have a list of our events that you can check out. So we have a web design workshop for kids and teens, introduction to blockchain and cryptocurrency workshop, and then we have a blockchain.crypto virtual keynote that we host each month on the 20th. So the classes for the kids, we actually do those Monday through Saturday, and the keynotes, we do those once a month once a month for the remainder of 2021. So you all can check all of our events out on eventbrite.com or go to www.kyler.io and check them out on our homepage. Then if there's any other classes that you all would like for us to create, just definitely let us know, and we'll put together a custom course for you all.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, like I said, but this was a lot of information. I know we tried to squeeze in this small block. So definitely, man, if you want to come back, you're more than welcome to come back, man. And we can definitely chop it up again, man. Break this down in little segments for the people. Might be the best way to give it to them. So definitely, man, I appreciate you sitting down. Do you got any shout outs, man? Anybody want to say what's up to before we get out of here?
Oh yeah, man. Everybody, they know, I could be 1,000 people, but people know I'm just getting back in the mix and stuff like that. So just shout out to everybody. I know for people who don't know that I haven't that's just listening to it for the first time, getting connected with me. I had lost my son last year on September 14th. His name was Jaron Anthony Arms. He was 2.5 months. So again, I could shout out 1,000 people, but I just want to shout out my son. He giving me a lot of strength and just energy right now, just to keep going and do things in a positive way, just seeing how he was fighting. So I'm like, let me just keep it going. So shout out to my baby boy Jaron, and right on for that too, bro. Right on.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to him too, man. Hey, we got people in the comments, man, would love a part 2. So we are gonna make it happen, man. Hey, man, like I said, whenever, we'll definitely set it up, bro, if you want to come back on.
Oh, for sure, man. We family, bro. So yeah, whenever, I'm always down.
All right, man. Bet. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, I want to thank everybody watching on the live right now. Thank everybody that's liked the stream. Thank you, people in the comments. Dan, we got Miss Treats. I appreciate your comments. Yeah, we definitely gonna make the part 2 happen. Definitely gonna make that happen, man. Shout out to my boy Jared Arms. Shout out to Freeway Lamar, Freeway Cannabis, LA Kingpins, Freeway Ricky Ross, the whole thing. Shout out to the Cloud Chronicle. Man, look at us, man. We got the merch here. You see the little dude meditating the yoga. You got to get your meditation on, and then you go get some cryptocurrency from Jared, man. That's how we do it. Cloud Chronicles, baby. Mental health is real. Take care of this. It'll take care of you. Peace. Namaste, bitches. We out. Cloud Chronicles. Jared Arms, CEO, Kyler.io. Peace.
Peace.